Hi, how you doing? This is the Gamertron and welcome back to the Gamertron Show. Please don't kill me. Look, I know, very few people are saying this, and a lot of people are really excited and looking forward to the upcoming new video game, the brand new multiplayer FPS from DICE, the brand new sequel to a long-beloved and long-played franchise. Yeah, you know I'm talking about Battlefield 1. Now I know everyone's excited and going crazy for this game, and I'm not here to stop you. My own personal opinion does not negate yours. I am just sharing mine. So please put the firearms and the pointy bits down while I explain why I'm not excited or hyped for Battlefield 1 and why I don't get the hype. Well, I do, to an extent, but there's some other things that go along with that. So before I explain why I don't get the hype and why I'm not excited for Battlefield 1, let me give you my thoughts, my perspective as to why I believe everyone else is excited for Battlefield 1. First off, I get it. It's the first AAA game in a long time to be going back to the past, going back to a world war, specifically World War I, a setting, a war that video games have barely touched on, so I can understand the excitement for one, well, a brand new, well, not entirely brand new, just a somewhat new setting in video games, and in a AAA game, a multiplayer shooter nonetheless. I also get that the last Battlefield game, Battlefield Hardline, wasn't to everyone's liking, at least the hardcore Battlefield fans, and Battlefield 1 seems to be going back to what people loved about Battlefield 3 and 4, but also the original old-school Battlefields that took place during World War II. So Battlefield 1 is attracting fans of video games with a World War setting. It's also attracting hardcore and even new Battlefield fans. So it's already got a huge following and a huge hype base before launch. On top of that, I think people are just really still got the hype high over the Battlefield 1 trailer. It came out right after the disappointment of Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. The trailer was well edited, it had some exciting music behind it, and just got people pumped for the game. It was made in just the right way, and it came out at just the right time to grab people's interest. And now, after E3 with a ton of new Battlefield 1 footage out there, it once again has the Battlefield hardcore fans and veterans excited to see Battlefield not only going back to its roots, but also trying something a bit new. Since this isn't World War II, the weaponry and vehicles are quite a bit different. But moving along from the setting, the game does look gorgeous. It's running on the Frostbite engine, and DICE knows how to use its Frostbite engine. With tons of detail, environmental destructibility, the games are able to look fantastic while keeping, for the most part, a solid frame rate. So believe me, I understand why people are so excited for Battlefield 1. It's just me, I'm really not. And what I don't get is to the extent of how many people are actually hyped for Battlefield 1, especially after the E3 gameplay reveal. To me, personally, from everything I've seen from Battlefield 1, the game looks beautiful but boring. I watched the gameplay of Battlefield 1 and there's nothing that entices me, there's nothing that enthralls me. When I watched the Battlefield 1 reveal trailer, it got me pumped, got me excited. But when I see the actual gameplay, it's very underwhelming. The game to me just looks very generic. Nothing about the game sticks out to me, nothing about the game sticks out as being extremely fun or interesting. Again, that's just me. And really, honestly, I think the success of Battlefield 1's hype train is due to the spite and salt towards Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. I think people are getting excited over Battlefield 1 out of spite for Call of Duty. Because when you really look at Battlefield 1 and you compare it to some other multiplayer shooters, at least to me, it pales in comparison. I can't see myself playing hours upon hours of Battlefield 1, as I can with Doom, as I can with Rainbow Six Siege, as I can with Overwatch, as I will with the upcoming Titanfall 2. That's something that also strikes me as curious. You see, everything about Titanfall 2 looks amazing. Single player, multiplayer, visuals, gameplay. Titanfall 2, to me, looks interesting, looks exciting, and I'm already enthralled in it. On top of that, Titanfall 2 kind of looks like the better deal over Battlefield 1. I mean, it's Battlefield. I'm sorry to say, I know a lot of people are kind of ignoring this, or holding it off, or waiting for more information. And I could be wrong. Hell, I hope I'm wrong, but I have a sneaky suspicion we're gonna get DLC map packs. Just like the previous Battlefield games. I mean, this is DICE after all. And as with map packs in any multiplayer game, it's going to split up the community. Whereas with Titanfall 2, all future game modes and maps are gonna be free. I mean, compare the two deals here. Buy Battlefield 1 for $60 and then have to buy even more money to get the maps you'll need to play with your friends who have the maps, or pay $60 and get all future content, maps and game modes for free. I'm sorry to bring that up, but that is a fact. Hopefully it's not a fact. Here's hoping that for Battlefield 1, maps and upcoming game modes will be free, but this is DICE. Just look at Star Wars Battlefront, and speaking of Star Wars Battlefront, do you remember with Battlefront's pre-order offer? It gave you early access to the most powerful weapon in the game. Here's Battlefield 1's pre-order offer. What do you know? More weapons. Who wants to bet, those are gonna be pretty powerful? I'm just saying, Star Wars Battlefront did this, and its pre-order numbers were pretty good. It wouldn't strike me as crazy for them to pull it again. Whereas with Titanfall 2's pre-order offer, they're just giving you a bunch of exclusive cosmetics. Again, I'm sorry to be making the comparison. I know I'm pissing off some Battlefield fans here, but I'm just saying, to me, I look at Battlefield 1, I look at Titanfall 2, Titanfall 2 just has a lot more things that have me excited for it when it comes to the gameplay, when it comes to the pricing, the DLC model, the pre-order offer. Look, I'm not saying that Battlefield 1 will be bad. That's not what I'm saying, that's not what I'm implying, and I don't know how you could possibly assume that. I'm just saying from my perspective, I think Battlefield 1 is already just a bit overhyped. I mean, it looks like a Battlefield game, and if you liked Battlefield 3, 4, and the older Battlefield games that took place during the World Wars, I have no doubt that Battlefield 1 will be your cup of tea. Honestly, I too am a somewhat fan of the Battlefield series, but the last real Battlefield game that I really truly enjoyed was Battlefield Bad Company 2. I'm honestly not a big fan of Battlefield 3 and 4. I didn't really enjoy those games that much. Battlefield Bad Company 2, I love that game. I'm also kind of a bit disappointed and maybe just a bit salty that instead of coming out with Battlefield Bad Company free, they're making Battlefield 1. I would really like a Battlefield Bad Company free game. I really enjoyed Bad Company 2, and that game's story campaign ended on a cliffhanger, so I'd like to continue the story and reunite with those characters. And I'm not the only one. Look, don't let me spoil your fun. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm just here to share my opinion. Please, be excited for Battlefield 1, but maybe, just maybe, look at other multiplayer shooters. Look around you. We got Doom, we got Overwatch, we got Rainbow Six Siege, Titanfall 2 upcoming. All of which, in my opinion, are really good multiplayer shooters. Some of them even have fantastic single-player elements. Fuck it, more than just those games, there are so many amazing games. Multiplayer, single-player, first-person shooter, other genre of video game. There's so many great games out there that are already out, that you can already play, that you can already buy at really cheap prices. Or other games coming out around the same time span as Battlefield 1 that may be just as good, if not better. That's just me. I'm just not excited for Battlefield 1. I can't get excited. There's nothing about it that interests me. There's nothing about it that excites me. The marketing excites me, but the game itself, I just have no interest in, and I can't see myself having fun with it. If you're disappointed by my opinion, well, why are you disappointed? It's just my opinion. Just because I'm not excited for a video game that you're excited for doesn't really mean anything. It's just me sharing my thoughts. But what are your thoughts? Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts, feelings, and opinions in the comment section below. I love reading comments, so get nearly enough comments. Please leave a comment. If you like the video in any way, shape, or form, please hit the like button. Hitting the like button helps you, helps me, helps everybody involved with the video if you hit the like button. If you want to help out and support this video, then please share it on social media, Twitter, and Facebook. If you want to help out and support me directly, then please consider pledging and becoming a patron on my Patreon. Anyways, guys, that's been a video, and I will see you all later.